Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy's Show. And so if you're new here, I do Disney themed videos. So last one I did, I think, was a high street one. It's been a while since I filmed, so I'm pretty sure it was a high street one. If not, please go check that out. And if you didn't know, Mickey Minnie Mouse actually shares the same birthday. It's actually the 18th of November. So I thought I'll show you all the different Mickey Minnie Mouse things that I've got. But yeah, let's just get into this. So I've kind of categorised it, so I've got Mickey Mouse stuff first, and I've got Minnie Mouse stuff, and then I've got stuff that's got both of them on there. So some of this you might have seen in previous videos, because obviously when I do like my hauls, like for example stuff I've got from like Primark or like Asda or eBay, that kind of thing, so you might have seen some of this before, but just in case you haven't, so that's why I thought I'd put it all in one video for you guys. Some of this is fairly old. You can still get stuff like this, say for example on eBay, or I say in every video down below in the Primark groups, so just in case any of this stuff you can't get, there are people out there who might obviously, if you put it on there, they might be like, oh yeah, I've got that to sell. So the first thing is actually this one here, which actually lives up here. So this is like a little light. I don't even know if it still works. Oh, it does. It's very, very faint. So you might not be able to see it because obviously with all the lights and stuff here. So yeah, I'm just switching it on and off now so you can kind of see. So this is really cute on the basis that obviously it's like a little light. So especially obviously coming to winter, it's nice to have like little lights and stuff like this now. If you see my vlogs, you know obviously the our foot room is like covered in like fairy lights and stuff like this as well. Now this originally did come from Primark, and like I said, I did buy it a while ago, but it might still be available say like on Facebook or say on eBay, that kind of thing. It's just that these kind of videos I like to do, so at least you're aware of what kind of things exist, but at least then obviously you can have a look just to see whether someone's selling it. The good thing about these, actually came with like two little holes there, so you can obviously hook them on the wall if you wanted to. This just lives on my desk. I don't know why. Like obviously we've been in this place almost 4 years now, and I don't know why this just lives up here, because obviously I've got so much stuff downstairs where it could go, but for some reason it just lives up here. So a while ago I went to somewhere called The Den, which the best way I can describe it is almost like a charity shop slash a car boot sale. So we actually went there with Reubens' family a while ago, and I actually did a whole video on it, on the things I got, and I actually got this. So this originally came from the Disney store. I don't know how much it was originally, but obviously these are the ceremony keys. Also what I got with it, I also got this one as well. I've realised I've actually got enough to do a video, so if that's something you want to see, then let me know. That's something I can do for you guys, because when you buy stuff at the Disney store, if you spend over a certain amount, you get a choice, I think, of like 4 keys, and I think over the last year I've spent enough that I've actually got all the keys that they were advertising, but I also got other keys in so like pin version as well, so I've got other versions of the keys. But I just thought it was kind of cool, especially if you are a Mickey Mouse fan. This is quite nice because obviously it's got the different stages of Mickey Mouse, so obviously it does say it's a special edition one. Like I said, I don't know how much this was originally, because unfortunately the price isn't on there. I do know it did actually come from the Disney store, so obviously I think at the moment the place you can obviously shop it is obviously on their website, but again you don't know who's obviously selling stuff like this on eBay. But one thing they did a couple years ago, so if you know the Stitch Crashers, they also did that as well, but they also used to do pins, mugs and plushies. So a couple years ago, I don't even know if it's got a year on here, oh 2018 this one was, where every month they would do a different theme. So I only wanted this one because obviously this is the one opposite side it all, was obviously the Mickey Mouse one. So this is series 1 of 12, and this is like the Steamboat Willie era. So another thing that I've got, which I actually got from Primark, was actually this one here. Now Primark actually went for a phase, wasn't this year, it was last year, of doing quite a lot of characters in this form. I associate this with the parks, because obviously every time I used to go to the parks I used to find things like this where also it's like a shape of a character on the top. I do like the fact that obviously they've done like the pattern all the way down, because I've got some other ones where not all of them have got a pattern, so it's quite nice. But yeah, I just really like this one. I've got a Dalmatian one, I have a Stitch one, I'm trying to think if I've got any I'm trying to see what other ones I've got, but yeah, they went for a phase of doing quite a lot. Oh, I think they did a Goofy one as well if I remember, but they went for a phase of obviously doing a lot of these in the Primark stores. These, if I remember right, were only about £1.50, so it wasn't too bad, especially because stuff like this you can get from the parks and they can be quite expensive from the parks, so I thought this was actually quite good if you're into that. Personally, I don't really use these as pen, because obviously when I write or draw I find this is a bit too top heavy, so obviously it wobbles a little bit. So personally I just got it in my pen pot with all my other sort of stuff, because I just like the decoration of it. It does come in handy if I need a pen, like, oh I need to quickly write something down, but I wouldn't personally use this one as actually writing it, but it's kind of cool if you're at school or college, at least you know this one's yours. So nothing I got from Primark, which they have done other ones since, but I thought I'd show you this one because these are like my favourite version of the earrings they've done. So these were originally £3 when I got them. I did actually get a couple of these when I actually bought these ones, just because I've had some Tinkerbell ones before. The only downside is, I don't know if it's a Primark thing, it's hard to tell, but the little clasp that they've got there, after a while it stops working. So unfortunately when you put it down, it's supposed to kind of almost like click into place, it kind of stops, it almost like it wears out, so that little click bit it doesn't obviously do it anymore. So that's why I purposely kept these ones actually on here, because I was like, okay, just in case I lose one, or you know, obviously to show you guys, that kind of thing. But yeah, they're really cool. They are a little bit weighty, I think I'd say, so if you're not used to obviously like dangly earrings, I would say just take that in consideration, that it can be a little bit noticeable because obviously it's a little bit weighty. But yeah, I just thought these were really cute. Like I said, they've done other versions since, they've done a gold one, rose gold ones, but yeah, I just thought it's just in case you're into Mickey Mouse, that's a good one. So the last thing from Primark that I got, which was Mickey Mouse, which actually this one here, which is a padlock key. Now I had no intention of ever using this one, I purposely bought it just for the shrine. So again, like I said, it came from Primark, it was £3. I think I got this not last year, year before, but every year I have noticed around summer they always do loads of Disney stuff when it comes to travel. So it's not like, oh, this is gone, that's it, you can't buy it ever again. I would say wait until sort of near the season that they do loads of stuff. It's just the fact that me and Reuben don't really travel that much, and when we do, apart from also going to Italy, which was like almost like a one-off because obviously that was our wedding anniversary, we try and make it like more local. So it's not really like we need something like this because we're not going on a plane or anything. Most of the time we're putting stuff in my car and then driving somewhere because it's somewhere in the UK. But I can see someone liking this on the basis that obviously it's a Mickey Mouse one. It is kind of good on the basis there. If you've got like on a bag or a suitcase, at least you know it's yours, because unfortunately a lot of suitcases tend to be like the same colour, so at least you know this one's yours. But they do other stuff, which I'm just going to show you from the Minnie Mouse range. So the Minnie Mouse one actually had this one, which was a luggage strap. So again, you can also put it around your luggage bag, things like that, and at least you know this is yours. So I bought this the same time I bought the padlock. So again, this came from Primark and this one was £4. But again, I have seen these over the years, because I think I bought these ones 2, maybe 3 years ago, possibly. I'm trying to remember, because obviously with the pandemic it's obviously difficult to keep track of the years. So I have seen these like since, but like I said, it's just because we don't go traveling enough that I can't really warrant buying more stuff like this. And to be honest, most of the time when we do go traveling, like for example we went to Italy, we take hand luggage only, we don't do suitcases. So we try and fit everything in our hand luggage, take it on the plane with us, so when we get off the plane we can just get off the plane. We don't have to then go find our luggage, worried about whether it's obviously being, you know, lost, that kind of thing. Everything we have with us is actually with us. So I can understand this obviously being good for someone, especially if you are a Minnie Mouse fan or even a Mickey Mouse fan. These are quite good together. So again, had every intention of using these. I still haven't used the Stitch or Angel one on my phone, because I said that I want to do that, where I also want to put more charms and stuff on my phone, just haven't got around to it. So this one was a recent purchase, so I actually got this from Primark, so it was only £1. They had loads of different characters. I tend to go in between 3 different Primarks, depends on who I'm shopping with and where I am, because I've got 3 near me, but they're all different sizes. So one is 1 floor, one is 2 floors, and the other one is 3 floors, so it's obviously hit or miss. I'm not due to go anytime soon, so I might go say just before Christmas to do a haul for you guys, but obviously YouTube's a hobby, it's not my job, so it's got to come from me. So obviously with everything going on at the moment, with obviously, you know, gas bills and electric and everything going up, I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to get to Primark before Christmas. I will try for you guys, but like I said, it has to come from my own money. So things like this, I would say, like I said, I will try and go, but like I said, depends on which Primark I go to, depends on obviously what kind of stuff they've got. But like I said, yeah, they had so many different phone charms. Like I said, I had like a Stitch and an Angel one. I think I got a Marie one recently as well. The good thing about these, even though it does say phone charms, but you can also add them to your keys as well, so it doesn't have to be on your phone, because unfortunately my phone case doesn't have a holder to actually put something like this. So obviously you can put it on your bag, or, you know, like say on your keys, that kind of thing. So there are other things you can use it for. It's just the fact I would like to use it as a phone charm. So another thing I use is actually this one here. So this is actually an organizer. So it's actually good because even though my phone's quite big, so if you see my phone, it's quite a fat phone, it still fits in here, which is quite good. So I can kind of prop it up, and obviously because I like to play, like listen to like music, like lo-fi, that kind of thing, when I'm sort of editing or if I'm up here doing my other stuff. So it's nice to obviously have like my phone there just in case someone like messaged me, because I don't have my phone on noise, so it's kind of nice in the corner of my eye. I can see if like there's a message, obviously it comes up, but then it's obviously handy because I can never find my scissors, so it comes in handy to have that. And then just sort of stuff I use quite frequently, so obviously Nemo, something I use quite frequently. I've got a rubber in there, I've got a pen in there, I've got a ruler, so it comes in handy, just like a little desk organizer. And if you know me, I love having stuff that is everyday stuff that just happens to be Disney. So the fact that obviously this is obviously Minnie Mouse, it's quite a subtle Minnie Mouse, it's a nice colour as well, because it's like a nice pastel-y, pinky, peachy kind of colour, but at the same time it's not too over the top Minnie Mouse. I do like the fact it's obviously got this little bit of a design there as well, but obviously when you put stuff in it you don't see it that much. So just in case you're like, oh, I don't want too much Disney, but I want obviously a little bit of subtle, I find this one's quite nice. So the same with the Mickey pens, I actually got 2 Minnie Mouse ones. So again, I got this from Primark. So I got this one, which is obviously what I class as more Mickey's colours, because obviously it's like red and black, so it's kind of more Mickey's colours, even though it's got the bow, so you know it's Minnie. Whereas this one I kind of associate more with Minnie, just because obviously it's more pink and girly, and it's obviously got the polka dots on there as well. So again, this is slightly different to the Mickey Mouse one. So like I said, the Mickey Mouse one had obviously a pattern going down it, whereas these ones don't, apart from this one which got the polka dots. But again, I don't use these ones. As you can see, it's still even got the caps on the other side as well. I just like them obviously in my little pen pot. It's just really cute to have. But again, like I said, this really reminds me of when I went to the parks as a child. So it's like more for me nostalgia. So another thing I don't use, but I purposely bought for the video. So again, I actually bought this a few years ago, but they still do stuff like this in Primark at the moment. They might not do this exact one, but they do Mickey Minnie Mouse ones, and they also do other characters as well. So I've seen like Thumper, Stitch, that kind of thing. But this is actually a powder brush, and it was £4. Now, the reason I don't use this one, because I actually use other ones, so I've actually got a set, and I'm just more familiar with obviously how they wear, that kind of thing. I purposely bought this just because obviously it had Minnie Mouse on the top there, and they did go for a phrase of doing this really nice rose gold effect with obviously with their makeup brushes and makeup equipment. Like for example, I do have a mirror, which is like a light. Once you kind of press it like 3 times, and it does like 3 different stages of the light. So I've actually got that on my vanity. I've got loads of stuff like the makeup sponges and things like that, which I have shown you guys in previous videos. But like I said, I purposely bought this for the shrine. Like for me, I knew I'd never going to use it, but I thought it'd be good to obviously show you guys. Again, if you're like me and you like Disney and you like makeup, I thought something like this would be perfect as a gift. So again, this one actually came from last year's Christmas range, but I'm sure they're going to do another one. So this is actually Mad Beauty. So I originally got this in Superdrug, but I know Mad Beauty can be in other places like Boots as well. So the first one I got, so this one is actually a lip, so this one's actually a lip balm and lip scrub. So obviously you've got Minnie Mouse on the top and Mickey Mouse on the bottom. So this one I actually bought last year, but then the year before I actually got this one in the set. So this one was just the Mickey Mouse one, so this is just the one they had. And I have been using this one, so you can sort of see where obviously it was like a dome and now it's gone down. But I thought this was kind of cute to have as like decorative thing anyway. So once obviously the lip balm's used up, you can use it. So I thought this would be nice as like a set. But like I said, I got this from Superdrug originally, but it is from the Mad Beauty range, meaning Mad Beauty obviously do it on their website as well. And then also they do like a 3 for 2 as well, so I would say wait until the 3 for 2. But yeah, like for me, I don't know if I'm going to use this. I might save it either for like a future video for you guys, or it might be like a Christmas present for someone. But knowing that I've already used this one, so obviously I use it, that's why I bought this one. And Moo, are you choking on your coffee? Ew.
I'm fine.
Ew.
Edit that. Ew. Morty.
I think people who watch my vlogs know enough about you and Rick and Morty.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure people are familiar with us watching that. Yes. Where was I? Anyway, so this one unfortunately we don't use anymore because it is actually broken. The pump doesn't work, so I replaced it with a stitchy one which I got from Asda, so I did actually vlog about that for you. So it's actually this one here. So again, Asda did a range with Mickey Minnie Mouse on there for like bath accessories. So like I said, this one unfortunately the pump doesn't actually work, so when you push it down it doesn't actually come out as much, so that's why I went to get a new one. I was tempted to take the pump bit off and obviously use this as something else, maybe put like a fake flower, that kind of thing in it, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but I just want to show you guys just in case again you're like me and you like household stuff that is useful but just happens to be Disney. Again, I find this is really like quite subtle. Like some of the ones I got, like for example the Stitch one, it's just like Stitch's head, and then obviously you just pump the top of it to get the hand wash it out. But I just thought it was really nice, and they did quite a lot in this range. So this range they did, I saw I've seen like in Poundland, obviously in Asda, Primark, that kind of thing. So this range, like this actual design, I have seen quite a few times, but it's just nice the fact it's got both of them on there. And then to go with that, which this is my second one of getting this, but at the moment I do have the Stitch one, so again I did actually vlog about having the Stitch one on. So this is a PVC I just read it bath mat, but I got this from Asda. So this is my second one. So I bought this one probably about a year ago. It unfortunately it does tarnish after a while, so the actual picture of Mickey and Minnie Mouse, it does actually come off after a while, so that's the only downside. So to replace that one I got a Stitch one, and then when I was out shopping one day I saw they had this one back, so I bought this one as a backup, so when the Stitch one eventually tarnishes I will also replace it with this one. But again, it's just one of those simple things. Bath mats, you always need one in the shower, so it's one of those things that it has a function and it just happens to be Disney. If I remember rightly, these weren't too expensive. I think these were only about £5, which I thought wasn't actually that bad considering it's Disney. Like I know with Disney they can obviously up their prices, but to be honest I thought it was actually quite a good price. I've personally only ever seen the Stitch one and the Mickey Minnie Mouse one, so I don't know if again certain Asda stores or their website do other ones, though I have noticed their website, I always find out website should be say like almost like a bigger store, so everything should be on the website and then the stores is just filtered. But when I was looking for Halloween stuff I noticed there was some stuff in the stores that wasn't on the website, so I don't really know how it works. So I would say have a look at the websites first just in case. If not, again you can obviously look at the Facebook groups. So another thing I got from Asda which I absolutely love is actually this one here. So when I have my fruit teas, Reuben actually got me one once where you once it goes in the water it's like a nice raspberry colour, but then obviously once it ferments a little bit it's like a really nice like a bluey colour, so it's really pretty. And all the other mugs I've got at the moment, obviously again if you see my vlogs you can't see the colour, so I was actually using one of Reubens ones and I was like, well that's no fun. So when I saw this I was like great, because not only is it Mickey Minnie Mouse, so obviously it's a Disney mug, but it's also see-through, so when I put obviously my fruit teas in it I can actually see the colour in it, because I feel like if you're going to go to the effort to make it colourful I want to be able to see it when I'm drinking it. So yeah, so like I said I got this from Asda. I think it was only about £3, wasn't too expensive. I know you're probably saying I don't need any more mugs, but for me mugs either have like a purpose, for example a certain drink, or it's just a character I really like. So sometimes I actually buy it knowing I'm not going to use it for drinking. So for example I've got loads of mugs up here, it's got like pen and pencils in there. I've got loads downstairs with my lipsticks and like my makeup brushes, that kind of thing, so I use it for other things. But yeah, like I said, I was so happy to get this just on the basis it was see-through. So another thing I got from Primark, so this was £2.50. This was actually in the children's section, so I would suggest if you're like me and you like getting Disney stuff, but obviously you know I know it's for children, but I do find sometimes I can find really good, say, stocking fillers and stuff like that from the children's section. So even though it says Minnie Mouse on there, but the fact that obviously it's got Mickey Mouse's glove on there, I suppose it could be Minnie's as well because she wears gloves as well, but it also has a Mickey Mouse silhouette. It does obviously have Minnie's bow, but then it's got the M there, which obviously could be Mickey or Minnie. So I kind of find this is nice that you can obviously have this for both Mickey and Minnie, just because obviously it's got a little bit of both. It's quite subtle as well, the fact that obviously the beads are quite nice, are quite neutral colours, apart from this one which is obviously red, and this one's got like a bit of blue in there, but it's only got the one charm, so it's not like loads going around. Oh, if you're wondering, I actually got this from the Disney park, so I actually got this like 5 years ago. Oh geez, yeah, like 4 years ago. That's gone quickly. So I actually got this from the Disney parks. So I don't know, stuff like this you can obviously get again on like an eBay, or there might be people again on the Facebook groups who actually go to say Disney you actually go to Disney parks and you might be able to ask for stuff like this. Now you know it exists. But this is one of my favourite ones because it's obviously a colourful one, so obviously it goes with everything, and it's just obviously got the Mickey Mouse heads. But if not, it's nice to have stuff like this as well. So the last thing, I couldn't actually find my tea towels. I know I've got them, but I can't actually find them at the moment, so I don't know if they're like in the cupboard under the sink, like pushed to the back. But what I did find was face cloths. So exactly the same design, but it's actually these ones here. So again, I actually got these from Primark, but they did actually do some tea towels as well. So again, it's that very similar style to the hand one. So this one here is a very similar style to that, where it's obviously a simple design of the heads. But again, it's kind of that nice grey pinky kind of look as well. So that's a lot of things they used to do, and they did like a marbly effect as well, so it's quite nice. But like I said, I couldn't find the tea towel to match these ones, but I thought I'll show you these ones anyway. So like I said, so I got this in Primark, and I think if I remember rightly, they either came in a pack of 2 or pack of 3, but I got quite a few different ones. So after a while, Disney obviously do change around the type of thing they have. I was just lucky enough to get these, but again, Facebook groups, I feel like I should just put that as a disclaimer, being like, get this in the Facebook groups. So yeah, so that was it for my Mickey and Minnie Mouse hauls. Like I said, so it's their birthday on the 18th. That's why I want to do this one now. My next one's actually going to be my Nightmare Before Christmas one, because for me and Reuben, we associate Nightmare Before Christmas as kind of, even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's kind of one of those films that you watch in between Halloween and Christmas. So November is kind of the best time to watch it. So that'll be my next video. Again, you might have seen some stuff because obviously I vlogged about it. It would have been in my Halloween vlog as well. But that is my next one. But yeah, if you like this kind of videos, then please give me a big thumbs up, please like, subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days. Oh, moo-moos. Oh, snifflies.
I've got coffee as much as good, so.
You like coffee? Moo-moo coffee.